Well, the swing sort changes, but one of my tendencies is to raise up on my spine angle. I spend a lot of time working on staying down through impact and maintaining my spine angle. So that has been one of my main swing sorts over the last 15 years.
Relax.
Focus on the target.
Low and slow. Try to make a good turn.
Staying down through impact.
Disciplined, determined, cerebral. Bernhard Langer is a case study in mental toughness and resilience.
He was far and away the toughest person that I've ever played against, and he just did not give up.
The German turned pro as a 15-year-old, and with sheer hard work and talent, he molded himself into one of Europe's greatest golfers.
Bernhard Langer has won it on the first hole of sudden death.
His efforts earned him 2 Masters green jackets and a locker in the World Golf Hall of Fame.
Slide over Hale. Make a seat for Bernhard Langer.
Kind of get the sense that Bernhard Langer doesn't feel like he's 66 the way he goes about his work.
You know he's going to put it in the fairway. That's a given.
Yeah.
Also trying to play a cut there with that follow through.
Yeah, I don't think there's any problem with that one. Looked like it did, and he's right in the center of the fairway.
Yeah, very confident swing there by Langer. Wow.
Popped it out there pretty good.
He
That's
did.
impressive.
A little bit downwind. That is a driver way up in the air.
Oh, it landed perfectly and fairly soft. This is stiff.
Chance to be...
Look at this shot.
Wow.
Wow, that away.
With 46 PGA Tour Champions wins, Langer is arguably the greatest ever Champions Tour player. And there is no stopping him because he's in great shape and he's got this very reliable golf swing that is the perfect model if you want to learn how to hit a draw. So let's see how he does this. First off, at address, he allows the arms to hang away from him, giving himself a lot of space to be able to hit this ball from the inside and create a natural draw path. As he starts away, it's all very standard, simple, no frills away from the golf ball. The body rotates, the arms sweep away, and right there, look at this first relationship. Arm in front of the body, face toed in just a touch, that's just a little on the closed side, and the body is rotating around just a beautiful knee action. These knees here almost act like shock absorbers throughout the swing. Let's watch how they carry him to the top of the backswing. Most folks then would be trying to straighten that right knee, not Langer. He allows himself to turn on that knee position and really just use that to guide the action. Now, this is where the magic begins to happen. A lot of golfers try and turn open really hard in the downswing. Watch Langer though. Watch the knees halfway down. You see they just square off. There's still some bending there. And then notice too how he's beginning to tilt away from the target. As he does that, it raises the handle of the golf club just a whisker, and it gets the club face inside the ball. So you see that, not as much turning open, soft knees, right elbow below the left, handle raised, and an environment where the path of the club is going more in to out. Now as we slowly take him through there, watch how the club face turns closed. You see that over there? So as he's tilting to the right, again, not a lot of chest turning, more tilting backward. As he's got those shock absorbers for knees underneath him, he's in a place where he can tilt back, run the forearms over each other, square the face, and hit the ball from inside to out. And he does this with very quiet feet every single time. As we take him to the follow-through, watch Langer from here. Again, not a big drive in the legs, but a release of the arms and the club over the shoulders. If you want to learn how to draw the golf ball, copy Bernhard. My goodness gracious, you can set your wristwatch on his draw, and he is still competitive.
He's driving the ball nicely. His driver swing is pretty much on autopilot right now. He gets it out there, but he's still very, very straight. There's a gap down the left-hand side. You see it right there, the gap in the lava, and that's where Langer has put it, right down that left side. That's perfect. Going on the right side of the tee, looks like he's trying to get where the wind will help him and push that ball out there. Up the right-hand side, chasing out nicely. Good play there by Langer. This is a big boy par 4 and narrow. You better hit it straight here.
It just flights it down there. This is a bullet.
Good golf swing right there for Langer.
And love that chase out there.
Still has a little pop to it, Billy Ray.
Certainly does.
Mr. Reliable, Bernhard Langer. He's a naturally low ball hitter. Of course, he's from Europe. And so, oftentimes with driver, you won't see the ball that far forward in the stance. But there's a lesson behind this too, because whereas the ball position influences swing path and angle of attack, you have to play it around what you naturally do too. And I want to talk to you about Bernhard's spine tilt through the ball. So there he is at address. Very neutral grip, which is weakened over the years. Club face hovering. I love that. That's to promote a smooth start. Away from the ball now, there's no real frills. You can see the body shift gently to his right, the arms extend, and the shoulder turn is a little flatter than most. See how the right forearm is hidden behind the left forearm there. There's still good width set up. Now we take him to the top. Watch the soft knees. There's no excessive straightening of this side. He's just allowed the knees to flow underneath him. Check this out too. There's a good rotation of his chest and his torso, but he's allowed that by the fact that he's allowed his eye line to drift well off to the right-hand side. His eye is still on the ball, but he's just allowing that pivot to happen. Now here's where he's playing around the ball position and the fact that he creates more tilt than turn in the downswing. So that's the spine angle. Watch how that angle will increase as he gets his way to contact. The hips drive, can you see the tilt back there? And that's just a beautiful spot. Look how he straightened up through that left leg. You see the tilt backward. All of that is creating a situation where the club is traveling on an upward path through contact. But here's where the magic happens. Watch 1, his quiet feet, and 2, that magic move over there. You see how the right forearm is rolled over the left, and if we highlight this club face here, that face is almost looking back at the ground. And if you want to draw the golf ball, you have to get the face to close. And if you're turning open really hard, that's going to be hard. But Langer with some tilt, with some quiet feet over here, and certainly the rollover in the forearms is promoting that drawing club face. And from there, watch how the club head just swings over his shoulder. The body follows through. There's not a lot of foot action, but I'll tell you what there is. There's another straight, slightly drawing golf shot right down the middle of the fairway.
Good tee shot there by Langer, getting it out there pretty well.
So focused, so intent. It's been phenomenal to watch.
Langer all of a sudden is getting his iron game really dialed in, Phil.
Bernhard Langer
going with a little cut, and that looks like it's all over the flag, and it was.
Hit the flagstick, didn't it, Langer?
It did not hit the flagstick, but it jumped all around it.
Langer has been dialed in with his iron play.
He really has. He's hit some excellent irons, not just close, but all the right distance. Just one after another for Bernhard.
Now he has a clear view of the flagstick.
Yeah, and I'm betting he doesn't go in the right bunker, and he's not, and he's in there. I told you, he likes these whole locations on the right-hand side as well. He's able to work it both ways. Great play there by Langer.
No frills, Bernhard Langer. Now this man is tremendous with an iron club in his hand. He controls distance very well, and he flights the ball in both directions. This little shot here was a gentle draw. First off, don't be handcuffed by ball position. You notice how Langer has moved it back into his stance just a touch. That's just to compress the ball just a hair more, and it keeps the handle in front of the head through contact, just as he is at address. Now, as he starts away again, not too much going on. It's not forced, It's a little shift to his right, the arms sweep away. Look at this picture right here. You could almost balance a tray on those forearms, and check out the club face position. I'm a big fan of toe up, halfway back. It's almost like Bernhard is shaking hands with his golf club right there. That's set up the top of his backswing. So now it's as simple as continuing to wind up his body as his arms just swing up, following the body's lead. Now this picture right here, I would advocate to anyone wanting to strike an iron consistently well. First off, you can see how the lower body is recentered. You see how the knees are right underneath him, and if anything, there's just the slightest look of leftward in the body. Yet, look at how the arms are off to his side. And most importantly, I love the fact that those elbows, remember the tray, they're off to his right side. That makes it very easy to organize the timing of the downswing coming down. So you'll see Bernhard now just gently shift to his left. His right foot will stay very quiet. Look how the elbows are right back in front of him. Look at this. First off, very quiet feet. Secondly, arms right back in front of the body. Thirdly, club face landing in the perfect spot. That is just so well organized, and it's why he can hit whatever he pleases. From there, it's not like he's pushing off the ground or trying to over-rotate. So the arms pass him by, the momentum of the club head traveling around him and up into the follow-through is almost energizing the pivot of the body, and he just follows the club into the finish. Watch this. You've heard it called the follow-through? Doesn't it look like Langer follows the club through to the finish? And once again, a reminder, you don't have to push hard, you don't have to drive hard. Look at these feet down here. There's not a whole lot going on. It's just one very balanced guy who's hit another great iron shot, almost straight at the flag.
Just a little wedge shot to this back left hole location. Good looking shot here, driving it in with the breeze from the left. Oh, almost made it.
He's such a smart player. He knows his game, as we've said many times, and he plays to it.
He's playing to his game as it is right now, and still playing to so many strengths that he has.
Just short of 100 yards for Langer, coming off the birdie at 17. This just a little bit left of the flag.
Pretty good swing right there. And yes, excellent shot. That was a real good swing, Billy Ray. Stayed right in that one.
If you want a masterclass with a wedge, check out Bernhard Langer over here. Now, before we swing the golf club, set yourself up properly. Can you see how evenly he looks like he's pressured the ground there between his feet? In fact, the insteps of his feet are almost right underneath the hip bones, and the hip bones are almost right underneath the armpits. That is beautiful symmetry there with a ball in the middle of his stance. And if you look down this way, it's almost like he's covering up the ball with his nose. So now as he swings back, I've always believed that great wedge players play from 10 to 2 o'clock. Let's see. So a simple rotation of the body back, and Langer's arms have been carried all the way to 10 o'clock. No need to go any farther. Don't try and overhit the wedge. The wedge, a scoring club, is about precision. It's not about distance. It's about distance control, certainly. Now from there, you'll see Bernhard just gently unwind the hips. The eye line will stay stable over the ball, and he'll present himself beautifully down there at contact. Check out that beautiful shot. Left arm down the left side, wrist firm. Now remember 10 to 2. Now the job is just to finish the sequence. Allow the momentum of the club and the gentle turning of the body to carry you to 2 o'clock. So all the way to 2, and you can see there's just a slight turning of the body, and the golf ball's on its way. You could stop at 2, a la Tommy Fleetwood if you wish, but remember 10 to 2 on your analog wrist dial, well, that makes a smiley face, right? So it's another wedge worthy of a smile. So what you must do now is just allow this thing to finish. No forced follow through, just follow the momentum through there. Pose it for the camera, because you have just stung another perfect wedge in there to give yourself a look for a birdie, just like Bernhard Langer does all the time.
Taking dead aim.
Did he ever? Right it there to about 1.5 foot.
Wow.
Well, maybe it wasn't that tough after all.
Oh, he made it! Langer made it at 8.
That was incredible. Almost impossible pitch.
Splitting the center of the fairway. What a tee shot there.
Oh, he's on automatic.
He is, Peter.
That was perfect.
And another fairway hit for Langer. 39 of 42 this week to 15.
And Bernhard Langer, his third shot, trying to get it back there to the back left hole location. And he's done just that and did it even better. Well, how'd he do?